Hello everyone, we are back with another video, and it is, of course, day 7 of the reading rush, the final day. I can't believe how quickly this week has gone by. And so all that's left to do now is to complete my TBR. So in today's vlog, I am going to be trying to finish SKULDUGGEry Pleasant Mortal Coil, which is the final book on my TBR for the reading rush. As you can see, this is my progress. I have 220 pages left. I calculated it earlier, and that's how much I have left. And that was actually the total amount of pages I read yesterday after everything, and I put my stats in. So I'm hoping I can finish this today, because if I was able to pull that off yesterday, I think I could do it today. If I was able to read to all the boys I've loved before in 3 days, I can finish this today. So yeah, and I am really getting into it right now. The violence and all that, it is quite dark at the minute, and so I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's like an excessive amount of it as well. But I really feel like it is adding to the story and the tension. And this book has not lost, like, my attention once yet. Like, I'm so invested in it right now. I actually think this could be a 5-star for me, which would mean 2 5-stars for the reading rush, because this, at the minute, seems like it's going to be the best Skullduggery book out of the 5 that I've read so far. I think it's going to be the best so far. I'm really, really enjoying this now. There's quite a bit going on at the minute. These things called remnants, they're like these black things that float around in the air, and they, if they go inside of you, they can possess you, and like your lips will go all like dark, and like black veins will start like, all this like creepy possessed stuff. And then I think it's if they stay in you for more than 3 days, they're stuck inside of you forever. And they are terrifying. They kind of were introduced in the last book, but yeah, it's all pretty terrifying right now. So right now I'm going to go and read this for a bit, so I will speak to you all very soon and update you on my okay guys, something I just want to point out quickly. I was just reading this and I thought I'd just point out something I want to point out. So obviously there's the remnants in this, which are, possessing everyone. They've been unleashed upon the world, and they're going inside everyone and possessing them. And so basically SKULDUGGEry was talking about, like, oh, anyone who hasn't been infected yet, I'm gonna tell them to stay home and quarantine. So it's kind of giving me major 2020 parallels, because this is like a whole infection thing. People are infected, and then, SKULDUGGEry's getting people to quarantine. Like, I just thought it was very 2020 parallel for a minute there, almost too much. I was like, because you know what that sounds like, don't you? People infected, people having to quarantine so they don't pick up the disease. Yeah. I just thought that seemed a bit similar to the state of our world right now, so that's that. We have quite a bit to talk about, because this book is, stuff is going down, and I'm just like, yeah. Anyway, the characters, like the gang, they're all safe at the minute. Everyone is fine. That's kind of what I was worried about. But everything's fine there. Coffee again. Reading fuel. That's what my reading fuel is now. Oh, things moving around. So I am a few pages from hitting the 400-page mark. And, yeah, just a few pages. So that means I've, like, only 166 pages left. Guys, I'm definitely gonna do this. All I need is a bit of concentration for a couple hours, and I can get this one done. I am just, like, we're thriving about the fact that I am probably going to complete my TBR for the reading rush this year. Like, what? Who knew I could read so much? Like, when I really focus, no distractions, put my mind to it, I can read quite a bit. Tesseract was so cool, and he's not even in it anymore now. It's more about the remnants right now. But I did think that Tesseract was a cool villain, but at the minute, it is more so about the remnants than anything else. And there was another, like, 2020 parallel I thought there today. The scientist, like, Ken Speckle, I'm just gonna get my coffee. He was, like, talking about, with Skullduggery, about, like, everything that's going on, the remnants. There's over, like, 2,000 of them. They've taken over the world. They were, like, he was saying that he's created a virus that is happening alongside the remnants taking over, so that there's, like, a realistic explanation for all of this, because obviously they don't want, like, the world to go into a panic and, think that these body snatching, like, monsters are all around the world. So they're trying to I think the people are going to forget that it happened to them anyway, but I tried to explain that the best I could, but it didn't make any sense. But I just thought the parallels, like earlier we were talking about quarantine and people being infected and not picking it up, and now it's like they're talking about a virus. Like, I don't like hearing about it now that it's something that's very, very much real. But anyway. Yeah, so I saw the Instagram challenge for today is to use your books to create an artwork. So I honestly don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm not doing anything rainbow again, because I did rainbow for the book stack. I did, like, a rainbow stack. So that's that. Yeah. But things are going down, you guys. Like, things are just going down. Guys, I think this is the best Skullduggery book so far, even though I still have to finish it, and obviously a lot can happen in 166 pages. Quite a bit can happen, because we still have to have the conclusion and how they're going to put a stop to all of this. But so far, this has been amazing. Like, absolutely an amazing read. So good. Like, so good. I'm so happy I did put this on my TBR. There was a couple moments in the week where I was like, oh, maybe it's too big, but I'm so engaged in it now, which is probably why I'm finishing it quicker than I thought I would, because I'm honestly so engaged. It hasn't failed to lose my attention once throughout the book. Like, it's kept me engaged the entire time. I'm so invested in the story, and yeah, I'm just really excited to see how it's all gonna end. It's really tense, the nerves are rushing through me. I'm praying that all the characters are gonna be okay. There is still humor, in even the darkest times. We're shedding a bit of light with the humor in this book, which is amazing. The humor in this book series is amazing. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that right now. So, currently it's 3:25, so I think what I'm going to do now is just finish that chapter I was reading before I turn on the camera quickly. And then I want to take the Instagram challenge so that I can just be done with that. And spend the rest of the day reading then. Yeah. So that's that. Oh my god. Taylor has had a humongous delay because of my reading. It's terrible, I know, even though I'm such a big fan, but I've just really needed to get my TBR finished before I can do anything. So I'm going to probably, relax for the next couple of days, because the amount of reading I've done this week has been crazy. But yeah, I will get back onto more reading soon. I'm thinking of doing, like, some sort of reading vlog in August. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, what books I'm going to be reading in it, but yeah, just keep an eye out. There will definitely be some sort of videos in August. Coming up with video ideas can be a struggle sometimes, guys. Anyway, I better go read. Okay, so I'm up to page 430, so very little left, as you can see. I can do this. But yeah, I was thinking once I finished a book, like tonight, I might just go through the 3 books again that I've read and just kind of, you know, give you my quick thoughts overall on the 3 of them. And then, yeah, we'll obviously update the website when I finish and stuff like that. I was thinking the next couple days that I might write up my reviews on Goodreads for the 3 books because, oh god, sorry, I haven't gotten to do that yet because I've been so busy. But yeah, quite a bit going down. We're kind of just waiting for them to save the world now. The one thing I will say that I really like is, despite all of like the chaos and turmoil and violence and darkness and everything, Skullduggery has managed to keep a sense of humor about him, which I really, really like because one of the best parts about the series, yeah, you know, they're kind of just beating up old ladies and priests. That sounds terrible, but if you read the book, then if you've read the book, you'll understand why. Yeah, there's quite a bit going down right now. God, how's this gonna end, guys? I'm hoping that everyone will be okay and that it'll end well and everything will be good. Yeah, look at this cover. Can we just admire the beauty of this cover? So, quite amazing, guys. I'm gonna have to pick up Deathbringer, the 6th book in the series, isn't it, Deathbringer? What's the next book? Deathbringer, yeah. Kingdom of the Wicked, Last Undead Man, Dying of the Light, Resurrection, Midnight. Yeah, I could just keep listing off all the names of the books, but I won't. Quite good. I am excited. I think the Skullduggery series is up to like 14 books now. And there's also like a spin-off and a collection of short stories and novellas. Like, that's quite a bit. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to read them all now because I am loving this and I'm really getting invested in it now. I think I took a break from the other books. I didn't know how things were gonna go, but it's been really, really good, this one. This is certainly my favorite one of the series so far. Which I said that about the 3rd one when I read it, but this one is my favorite now. I have a new favorite from the Skullduggery now. It is Mortal Coil. I love this book so much. Oh, by the way, the TBR jar, you won't see her. You won't see it again until September because that's when I'm gonna start incorporating this back into my videos. But I have a few books in mind that I want to read for August. I want to read Call Me By Your Name because I was supposed to get to that in June and I didn't, and I want to read Throne of Glass and Infinity Stone. They're kind of all books I was supposed to get to and didn't. Yeah, so that's that. I want to read those 3 in August because that's what I'm going to be reading for the next couple of weeks after this readathon is over. There is a live reading actually tonight. I was nearly forgetting. It's on at 7. Ariel and Raylene are hosting a live reading over on Instagram for the last day. So that'll be quite nice to watch that and see how much I can read during that, you know. So I'm definitely going to participate in the live reading anyway. So that's that. Right, but for now I'm gonna go read again for a while to see if I can get this done. Guys, Sanguine just came back into the book. Literally Sanguine, and I'm like, do we really need him up in here? Because I got bored of him like 3 books ago. I'm so sick of him. He's just boring to me at this point. He's so irritating. I'm just like, I don't even know what to say about that, because why do we even need him up in here right now? But anyway, 106 pages to go. I'm so tired, but I gotta do this now. I've come this far. I just gotta finish the book, get through it, see how it ends, because that's gonna be exciting, but just gotta get through it now, power through it. 106 pages. I can do this. I can do this. I believe that I can do this. I can do this. I can. Right, guys, so I was just on the live reading that Ariel and Raylene hosted. I'm actually so sad the readathon is coming to a close, but the ice cream machine going by outside scared the crap out of me for some reason. Anyway, I've 80 pages left of this. You guys, I am getting so stressed because there's a lot happening right now. It's the first time in the book where I have a feeling that everyone isn't gonna come out of this alive, and that I don't think everyone's gonna be okay. I actually don't. I'm really, really nervous and tense right now. Reading this, I'm just I actually don't even know. I will say that this book has had me very tense. For the last 200 pages or so, I've just been so tense and just oh my god, the amount of times I have been oh crap and oh my god throughout this book. It's just I don't even know. Honestly, I don't think that everyone's going to be okay, because nearly everyone's possessed and things are going bad and things are happening, and I just actually don't know if everything's going to be okay. I actually don't know. Guys, I'm definitely going to have to pick up the next book after this one, see if everyone's okay, if it's not resolved in this, because, that's what I'll be reading for, is to see if everyone's okay. The characters that I love so much. I'm actually so stressed right now. So, that is, that, I guess. One thing I am excited this week is to get back to, watching some of the shows that I was, in the middle of watching before the reading rush began, because this time was, the first time in a readathon, because normally I'd be in school or that I was able to just, devote my entire week to just reading. Nothing else but reading, and, well, obviously participating in the live readings is the other thing I've been doing, but it's still reading, uploading my vlog and filming, and also watching Irish Reader, because why not? So that is that. Do you know what made me so happy last week? Zoe from Rabbi Zoe made her grand return to BookTube, and I was so happy about that. I was actually I'm delighted that she's back, guys. I've actually missed her. I've missed her channel. I've missed her videos. Oh my god. Something I was going to say. Oh yeah, before the readathon started, I was in the middle of working my way through Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I've been watching on Amazon Prime Video, and it is so good. I'm absolutely loving it so far. I'm in the middle of season 2 before this started. And what else was I watching? I've been rewatching Pretty Little Liars. I'm on season 4. That's been really fun as well, to return and go back to that. I've still never read the books. I don't know if I'll ever read the Pretty Little Liars books. Who knows? So that's kind of what I've been watching, and some Disney Plus as well. I've been watching some of the Marvel movies and TV shows, and a lot of the Disney movies as well. So that's kind of what I was watching before this, because I do watch a lot of TV, and ever since Disney Plus came out, I've just been watching a lot of Disney stuff as well. So that is that. I'm gonna go now, guys, because I need to finish this power through and then we can talk. So that is that. Let me go now and see what happens. Because I'm already stressed enough as it is, so I'm just going to have to read to see that everyone's going to be okay and everything's going to be fine. It has to be fine. If my characters that I love so much are not fine, I'll actually cry for the rest of the evening. I'm not even joking. If something terrible happens, I'm actually going to be so stressed. You know, why did I end the readathon on such a stressful level? A stressful read. It's okay, because I'll be reading Call Me By Your Name next. That's going to be my next book, so hopefully that'll be happy and good. Bye now. I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all right now. Quite a bit going down. I'm not okay. Okay, everyone, so it is now the next day, Monday, and of course the readathon ended last night, but I wanted to film a wrap-up vlog. So obviously I did finish Skullduggery last night, but it was just very late, and it was too late to, like, film the last bit of the vlog and get up. So that's what I'm here and doing today, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna put the vlog up today. So and kind of what I'm going to be doing is like going through all of the books I read once again and the total page count, like statistics and things like that, for the whole week, and just like mini reviews for each of them. Just talk a little bit about each of them, even though I kind of have already throughout the week, but I'm just gonna do that again. So I'm gonna start with the first book that I read for the reading rush, which was To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. So I have gave this 5 stars. I kept going between 4 and 5 for a good while. So eventually I settled on 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. This is contemporary or romance, whichever you want to call it. So I don't really read much in that genre, except I did read Simon, of course, but not usually, so I didn't know what I was going to think of this, but I really, really did enjoy this. I think that Laura Jean was like a really, really good protagonist, and even though the book was supposed to be, you know, mainly focused on, well, it seemed like it was going to be mainly focused on Laura Jean and her letters being sent out into the world, her letters to the boys that she's loved, and then it kind of switched over to Laura Jean and Peter for the rest of the book, which I didn't mind the change in plot. I actually thought that it was okay, and I didn't mind it too much, but that is that. So then, of course, I read To All the Boys I've Loved Before from Monday to Wednesday, and then I started this one on Thursday and finished it on Saturday, and this is The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis, which is the first book chronologically in the Chronicles of Narnia series. This was okay. I only gave this 3 stars. I feel like it started out promising and I was really into it then, and then it just kind of went in a direction I didn't think it'd go in. It just ended up, you know, like the first book started off as Polly and Didgeridoo and they were their adventure, and then it kind of turned into just like world building for the land of Narnia. So 3 stars is what I gave this. And then, of course, finally, the last book that I read, which I started this on Thursday and finished it yesterday, which is Skullduggery Pleasant Mortal Coil. This is the 5th book in the series. The original series, there's obviously 2 series of this, but this is the 5th book in the original series. So, yeah, this was another 5 star for me. This ended up being my favourite of the series so far. I really, really enjoyed this. There was quite a bit going on, which I liked. You know, we didn't just stick at one thing for a bit, although the remnants being unleashed upon the world did take up most of, like, the last 200 pages or so, but I didn't really mind. I think there was quite a bit in this, lots and lots of material, world building, character development, just so much, and altogether it just made it an absolutely brilliant book. Spectacular villain from Tesseract. The conclusion to this, guys, last night was perfect. I am happy with how it ended, even though it didn't give us full conclusion, because obviously 6th book in the series, you know, gotta continue the series. So I'm definitely going to be picking up Deathbringer as soon as I can, so that I can continue the series. So, To All the Boys I've Loved Before it came in, this is a total of 421 pages. The Magician's Nephew is 221 pages. And then Skullduggery Pleasant Mortal Coil is 566 pages. So now I'm going to go through like my total statistics and stuff on the website, and I'll also show you all of my badges now that I have all of them. So I will show you all that. Okay, so we are on the website now. I am just on, you know, my profile. I'm going to go now and just show you everything. So if we go over to reading, first of all, as you can see, this is like the bar chart for everything that I read. So as you can see, Saturday and Sunday were my highest days because I was trying to get the books finished. And look at it, I did. I'm so happy about completing my TBR. More about that in a minute. But so as you can see here, Monday I read 160 pages. Tuesday was my weakest. I read 115. Wednesday, I read 146, Thursday, 190, Friday, 156, Saturday, 220, and then Sunday was my best day with 235 pages read. So if you scroll down here, you can see my 3 books that I read, which are, of course, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, The Magician's Nephew, and Skullduggery Pleasant Mortal Coil. So yeah, 1,222 pages is my total for the week, which is an insane amount. I did not know that I could read that much, and 3 books total finished, and I also, of course, completed all of the challenges. So if we go over to badges, then right here, you can see we have made a bookstagram because, of course, I didn't post yesterday's bookstagram. It was too complicated, but I did post for the first 6 days. Made a booktube video, obviously the vlogs every day. Participated in a read-in live show. I participated in all of the read-ins that Ariel and Raylene hosted, which were on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Read a book completely outside of your house, The Magician's Nephew. Read a book in a genre you've always wanted to read more of, Skullduggery Pleasant Mortal Coil. Read a book in the same room the whole time. So this is from Stay Home, and that is Justice League International, which is a graphic novel. Read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen, To All the Boys. Read a book that starts with the word The Magician's Nephew. Read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you lived, All the Boys. And this one over here, read a book about a cover that matches the colour of your birthstone. That is To All the Boys again. Read a book with a house on the cover. This is from Stay Home, and I read Doctors at Finnery. Read a 5-star book. I actually did have 2 5-star books, but this one was for To All the Boys. But Skullduggery was also a 5-star book for me. Read over 1,000 pages, because I, of course, read over 1,000 pages, which was great. Read the first book you touch, which Skullduggery was the first book I touched. I touched 4, but I just read that, so 5 seemed the logical way to go to read the one I had next to read. Complete a 2020 challenges badge. I got this because I, of course, completed all of the challenges. Overall 2020 Reading Rush badge. This is just for participating. And the overall Stay Home badge. That's just for participating in that as well. So, yeah, that is everything. That's kind of all of my statistics, which I'm very happy with that. So that is that. The only thing I've left to do today, which I will do off camera at some point, is to fill in my reviews on Goodreads for the 3 books that I read. Okay, guys, so that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching all of my vlogs throughout the week. I really do hope that you enjoyed, and of course, if you did participate in the reading rush, I hope that it went really well for you and you completed everything you wanted to and had a great reading rush full of lots of reading, got your readings done. I'm so happy that I managed to complete my TBR. And also, this reading rush got me out of a little bit of a reading slump that I was in there. So I'm obviously in a reading mood again, which is great because there's a couple books I want to read in August, as I said. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon.